So now I'm going to have you do a little exercise. So I'd like you to pair up, find a person near you and face them. And then when you're ready, I'll tell you exactly what I'd like you to do. I want you to raise your hand if you need a partner. Okay, and please face your partner for a few minutes. You can get back to your food in a second. All right, so this is called the What's Important exercise. And what I'm going to want you to do here is we're going to start with the person with the longest hair in the pair. So the longer-haired person will speak first. So what I'd like that longer-haired person to do is to speak for 2 minutes about an interaction with the patient that was satisfying, or with a coworker. Talk about a satisfying interaction. Try to remember an interaction that really filled you up. And I'll give you about 2 minutes to talk about that. So the shorter-haired person, don't start yet. So the shorter-haired person, the listener, I want you to listen silently for 2 minutes and then distill what the other person has said down into one word. Distill that into one word. And just write that, you can write that word on the bottom of the sheet there, and you'll have a chance to share when we're done. And then we're going to switch after 2 minutes. So 2 minutes, long-haired person speaks, short-haired person listens, writes down one word, then we'll switch. So is that not clear for anyone? Okay, go ahead. All right, listener, note your word. All right, well now I'd like to hear some of those words. Probably not have time for all of them, but if you could just maybe raise your hand and tell me your word. Connection, okay. Yeah. Support. Respect and listening. Okay, I got them both. Others. Hope. Okay. Other words. Touched. So hand in the back. Progressive. Progression. Okay, progression. All right. Other words. Leadership. Okay. Awareness, okay. Awareness. All right, so I'd like a volunteer with a strong, sonorous voice that would like to read all these. Does anyone feel moved to read these for us?
I'll read them.
Okay, great. You can see them? So pause a little bit between each one, and I just want people to kind of take in the energy of these words.
Engaged, connection, progression, leadership, support, respect, compassion, awareness, fulfillment, touched, listening, comfort, hope, positive.
Okay. Thank you. So how do people feel hearing those words? What comes up? Uplifting.
Elated to see four, very happy.
Right. We got an elated person here. Yeah. Wow. Nice. It's spreading. I like it. So these are kind of what we're after in communication, right? These are kind of the values that we're looking for. And the other thing about these values, these are the things that are important to people. These are what are important. Qualities of support, leadership, respect. This is what's important to people. And I find in communication one of the real big learnings for me is that when I'm talking to people about what's important to me or about what's important to them, they're often going to respond positively. Conversely, if I'm talking about things that are wrong with the other person or what they're not doing or what I don't like about them, then they're going to respond negatively. So it's really important in this process to tune in to what's important to yourself and the other person. And just an example with our giraffe and jackal. So these are giraffe words. Giraffes love all these rich, compassionate words. So if someone says something to me and I'm in a giraffe space, I might respond to them and say, oh, you know, I really have something I'd love to share with you. I think it'll be really beneficial if you can listen to what I have to say. Can you let me talk for 2 minutes before you talk? So that's one way about talking about what matters. I have something I want to say, it's important. So if I receive the same message and it's 1:45 and I haven't napped yet, it might sound something like this, like, why do you keep interrupting me? You always do this. What's wrong with you? So these are 2 examples, and we can see pretty clearly which is going to have a more positive outcome. So in this process, if you turn to page 5, in this process, the idea of what's important are universal human needs. And universal needs are the resources that sustain life. And you can see on this list there's a wide range of different needs, from sustenance needs to safety to community, empathy, rest. All of these are what motivates us. And the concept of needs, a couple things about it, everything we do, everything we say is an attempt to meet a need. Everything we do or say is an attempt to meet a universal need. And everyone has the same ones. It's really exciting because what matters to me is the same thing that matters to you, is the same thing that matters to someone in the Navajo Nation. Everyone shares these same needs, and it's exciting because it provides a way to connect with people, especially when they're behaving in ways that are challenging to us.